All right, what's up, Packer Nation? It's your boy EK the God, and I'm here with my guy, my brother from another mother, my cousin. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Let me go ahead and get you in here.
Yo, my name is AG, Adrian. My cousin here, EK the God, aka Aaron, out here, refers to me as Cab. Y'all cannot. Shit, man. Shit, I'm out originally from Arizona. I'm out here living in Texas, G'd up across the chest, in more
Hey,
ways than one, So, hey, we just out here repping the Packers. Green and gold, baby. Go,
yes,
Pack, go.
yes, sir, yes, sir. All right, man. So I think a lot of people kind of, since this is our first podcast, our first, show, they want to know why, what brought us to Packer fandom. So go ahead and tell them why you're a Packer fan, and I'll go ahead and I'll let them know. I'll fill in my blanks once you're done.
So yeah, why I became a Packer fan. So originally, like I said, I'm from Arizona. My mom, single mom, for a little bit. So she's originally from Indiana. So I was a Colts fan, for just a short amount of time till I was like 4. And then my dad actually he moved from Wisconsin down to Arizona, met my mom, and then just started infiltrating Packer propaganda all throughout the house.
Uh,
Just was like, nah, we're doing Packer stuff on here, green and gold. We don't need none of that. I went from rocking a Marshall Faulk jersey to a little Brett Favre. So it was just switched over to green and gold, and I've been there for 25 years now, or actually probably more than that, 25 plus.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So yeah, I mean, when by the time I met fam, he was already a Packers fan. Like he said, his pops came through. That's my dad's best friend. They've been kicking it since high school or before, since elementary and shit. So
Since Pity Pat,
since
since Pity Pat.
they're like green light, they're like green light. They've been going hard for forever. So his dad was actually the reason that my family moved out here to sunny AZ. And my dad followed his pops out here, and we started our life out here. But we're all originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I've been a Packer fan since birth. I was living in Milwaukee when we won our Super Bowl with Brett. I remember that day vividly. We was at one of my mom's teacher friend's house or whatever. So I just been here from the dirt, you know what I'm saying? So, we just kind of come and provide some insight. I don't know, some black insight, because a lot of the Packer fans I see are definitely not. So you know what I'm saying, I want to come and bring a different little
Why
flavor
does the
to
snow that falls in Lambeau?
right. I want to bring a different flavor to Packer Nation, and see if y'all want to vibe with us, man. So I think the first question I'm gonna start off with, bro, is who's your all time favorite Packer? And you can do one defense, one offense.
All right. So defense, I mean, it's got to be, Charles Woodson, for me. Like, that man was just so dynamic, was just so versatile. You could put him in so many different situations, whether that was initially, returning or then just going to be just like an all God safety and cover ball hawk type of actually hitting, type of safety. And so I just feel that Charles Woodson was just like an all encompassing
Yeah, hell yeah.
package slash Packer, So like, even though he was a Raider and was a Packer, I mean, he's just the Packer to me, and just to, like emphasize just green and gold, he bled it. And on offense, even though I wasn't really able to encompass the short but fulfilling career of Mr. Sterling Sharp, that would probably be the offensive Packer, just because so much impact. Like, this man was a god level receiver in such a small window. What he played 6 to 8 seasons somewhere in there.
Yeah, something
Like
like
not
that.
even they couldn't have been that long. And even in those numbers, he still could be eligible for the Hall of Fame if you make a case for it. So I mean, I would make that case for it. Just in the production value. If we're gonna say that Megatron in short aspects, and this isn't a denigration of Megatron. It's more to say that if we can do things and think about the short windows and the impact that people have in the game, I think that Sterling Sharp, definitely deserves a nod in that direction. But it was such a short window, and being in Green Bay, and this is that early aspect of that television windows, before things started booming. I don't think that his impact on a national scale was that high, more than it was on a green and gold scale.
Right, right. But if you ask Uncle Shannon, he'll tell you straight up that his brother was the better receiver. They tell you straight up and
Oh,
down.
easy. Yeah. Yeah, he said his brother will whoop his ass. You know what I mean? And you see how big Shannon is?
Right.
Like, that's ridiculous. Like, couldn't do it.
Right. All right. So I guess for myself, man, yeah, defensively, I definitely got to agree with Charles Woodson. I always am a DB slash receiver guy first. When I play any game, you know what I'm saying, I'm always trying to put my DBs out there to shine, trying to do what I got to do. So I definitely got to say Charles Woodson. I just respect his primal ability. Just like he was so instinctual. Like he made the position look easy, and it's not easy. And then the transition to cornerback to safety. Just the only player to ever win a defensive Heisman. Like, bro, that shit crazy in itself, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
he's just a man amongst men out there, bro. Like he really like he was one of the people I felt the worst for when he broke his collarbone in the Super Bowl, bro. I felt bad, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad we were able to bring that home for him because
Right.
shit. But and then on the offensive side of the ball,
What a game.
you know, it was shaping up to be Devontae Adams. And he did great things over the time that he was with us, but just how he unceremoniously left and shit like that, I got to pull him out of the running, bro, because like if he had the option to make the same amount of money and shit like that, and he chose to leave, then he wasn't trying to express his loyalty and shit like that, which I get, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what it has to hold and this and that, but you know that you're the best receiver. If you can make it work with Brett Hundley, you can make it work with anybody except for David Carr. Except for Derek Carr.
Oof. Woof.
But you know what I'm saying?
Sean Kaiser or what?
The numbers he was putting up, bro, like I just respected like his style of play and just like especially because he's been the best receiver since I've been paying attention intimately to football. So that was that reason. But like I said, because he left, I can't pick him. I gotta fall back on my man A-Rod. I know he's under a lot of scrutiny.
The boat was coming.
I know Packer Nation be hating on my man and they be mad, but listen, that nigga nice with that rock, bro. And I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. That nigga nice with that rock. And you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
there's nobody ever who's has played like that. Like I said, the only person who's even come anywhere close and looks like he could be in the same realm as Patrick Mahomes, but he's still got some years to go to keep that longevity up to prove it. But you know what I'm saying?
That boy nice.
Yeah, that nigga nice, bro. That nigga Patrick Mahomes is nice. I've seen some circus ass throws out this nigga, bro. That his team be dropping, bro. Hey. But yeah, so I gotta go with A-Rod. And it's not just his. I mean, like, because the thing is mind blowing, bro. First of all, he's the only quarterback of his era left in the game right now, and he just came off of back-to-back MVPs. His intelligence of the game is crazy, and then he just looks like some unassuming white man. But then he gets out there and he's like not swaggy at all, bro. Like he thinks he's swaggy, but this nigga's not swaggy. This nigga's not swaggy at all, bro. And he get out there and ball, bro. He get out there and he get to running. He old, bro. He a fast white dude. You know, he's fast for a white dude. He's not trying to scramble first like Josh Allen. But when he needs to get out of there, especially in his younger days. Nowadays, Gray Bush be getting hit in the legs, falling down and shit. But you know what I'm saying?
Nah, he can't scoot no more.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's my guy.
That man be putting, he don't scoot.
That's my guy. I know he's had some trouble in the NFC Championship, and it's been a lot more trouble now to like pass off on bad luck. But that's my guy, bro.
Right. I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers. You know, like Listen, do he be pissing me off sometimes? Absolutely.
Everybody in the green and gold jersey be pissing me off at sometimes.
Listen, we'll get to the people that piss us off eventually. You know what I mean? Because we got a lot of room to be talking about the people that piss us off. You know, whether they happen to be in the secondary or whether they happen to be in the secondary or whether they happen to be in the secondary and no longer play for this team. You know, like, so, yes, we have a lot of room for this. So we'll kind of skip past that. But, yeah, when we're speaking about Aaron Rodgers, we're speaking about one of the best people who could ever hurl the pigskin, as they used to say, you know, like, so that boy can thread a needle. You know, I was down at my in-laws' house when he hit that Jared Cook sideline pass, you know, and they're Cowboy fans.
You was with Erica back then? You was with Erica?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I was with Erica. And so Erica, the funny thing is, so yeah, like I said, I live in Texas now. I've been out here for almost 10 years. And my wife has, at the time, girlfriend, had no affiliation with the Cowboys, even though all her in-laws, you know, and her dad were Cowboys fans. And so I was just like, hey, want to be a Packer fan? You know, and so now she a cheesehead.
Hey.
And so we were there, and so it was funny because my mom had come down to visit or whatever, and it was the last day she was there, and so we went to my in-law house, and her uncle house, and we went down there, and they had a whole bunch of food or whatever for the game, and so they sat us on 4 fucking fold-out chairs that you would put at a fucking card table, you know what I mean, water out on the couch and shit, you know what I mean, I was like, that's fine, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean, so we were over there on the corner and shit, we were just like, yeah, cheering all out and shit, you know what I mean, and like, they were all talking all this shit, and one thing I do not do, you know, and I'm not a big proponent of shit talking always flies back in your face, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, so I've learned very early in the proceedings of being a sports fan not to be like, yeah, fuck you, we're up. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, game-winning field goal. Right. You know, like, so we're not, you know, yeah, well, what was all that shit you was talking? I'm not, you know, so I got to do that back to them. That's why you get to sit in the humble seat because they ain't got nothing to say if you win. They just be like, you know what? You was good about it. Good win. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I'm an unbiased sports fan. But when you gonna talk all that shit, best believe I'm gonna be hurling that shit around like a fucking ape right back at you.
Right, for real. Right, don't let it turn around. Don't let it go back the other way. Yeah, I learned that too, bro. But I think I'm the reason we're losing because I was talking reckless in the offseason, bro. Hella reckless.
You are,
and usually,
out of the two of us, you are the more emotional and passionate of the sports fan.
But usually I don't be talking shit forwardly, bro. It's after we win, and then I'll pop in your inbox like, yeah, bitch, I saw you talking that shit. But I'm never like, oh, yeah, like a Cowboys fan, bro. The Cowboys talk shit like, oh, we finna run y'all. And then all of a sudden, they lose, and like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, these like Cowboys fans be all in my face from across the yard talking shit. And I'd be like, bro, just relax, bro. We all ain't even played this yet. And then they lose, and then they fucking want to dip and dodge and shit. But this last year, I was like, man, fuck that. I'm tired of being a humble fan. And I was like, nigga, we running y'all niggas. We running y'all niggas. If you ain't a 49er, we running y'all niggas.
I'm fucking weak. See, I don't be doing that shit talking. What I try to do is I be talking shit about their team. You know what I mean? But what I do is try to pose it in the form of, hey, do you believe in? So on Thanksgiving, one of her cousins is a Giants fan, so he came in kind of talking shit. I was like, hey, do you believe in Daniel Jones? He was like, he's being good this year, or he's been playing good. I was like, he's been throwing less picks, yes. Do not say he's been playing well. Like, just don't. I was like, you cannot categorize these things. He's like, bro, he's been playing well. I was like, the man had 9 touchdowns through 10 games. Like, no, dog. That's not great. You know, like Cooper Rush, I think, got that many touchdowns. Like, what are we doing? Right. Like, get up out of here. So I was like, nah, Daniel Jones. He was like, bro, why are you coming to me about Daniel Jones? The Packers suck. Yes, I agree. Next. You know what I mean? Like, so what is your next argument in that? Like, that's not an argument by just saying they suck. Give me some facts. Give me some stats. Because I can throw these stats. I'm hurling them. Let's do this.
All right, man. So I think y'all got a little bit of what we're about, so y'all kind of know what to expect from us. So we're gonna start busting down these topics.